Hey guys, what's going on? Death Addict here. So, today, getting you a little Battlefield 3 using the Engineer class, which I really love using in Rush, playing Rush here on, I think it's Wake Island or something. It's one of the new maps from the back to Karkin. And, I just got my Corsair M60 gaming mouse, which is awesome. This is one of the first games I've played with it. But it's absolutely awesome. It's probably one of the best mouse I've ever used. It's got kind of a steep price, so it's like $70, but it's well worth it. The weight is awesome. But just giving you this little gameplay, I'm going to do a commentary over it while that guy shoots me in the face with a shotgun. But it's a great mouse. I love it. But I'm going to talk about a topic today that most people probably wouldn't, think about talk about over their comment or for their commentary, which would be religions. And there's pretty much four main religions right now. You have Protestant or Christianity, Catholicism, Judaism, and Islamic, which all have roots from Judaism, which was the first religion based upon a Messiah or Jesus Christ. But they're all based around all these religions, even though they have so many things together, have their radicals that, don't show respect to the other ones. Like me, I'm Protestant, I'm a Christian, Baptist, whatever. But you got the people in Christianity that are just totally radical. For instance, the people down in Georgia that's condemning everybody to hell. No matter who they are, if they don't belong to them, you're going to hell. Which isn't the way it is. But you have radicals in that sake. Then Catholicism, you have the radicals, for instance, the Crusades and the witch trials. Those were really radical movements for the Catholic Church. I'd almost call it genocide, is what it was. Because it was just mass murders of people who didn't believe in the way they thought. And they just killed so many people from different races and religions and ethnicities and everything. And then Judaism, not too many radicals. They did crucify Christ, but they didn't know no better. They really don't do anything radical. They just mind their own business. But then you have Islamic or Muslim, who have their radicals. Which would be the ones who form terrorist organizations. And that's what they are. They are radicals who are trying to oppose their views on the rest of the world. It's not the whole group, not every Muslim or somebody that believes in Islamic is, a radical terrorist. It's just not the way it is. And there's a lot of hate going around for just different religions, everybody thinks that a Muslim person is going to try and blow them up, or a Catholic person might burn them at the stake for being a witch, or a Christian is going to condemn them to hell. Which, all this is bred by ignorance. I had a high school teacher once who told me that you're not born ignorant, you are taught ignorance. Which is true. So if you grow up being taught something, then that's what you're going to believe. You will believe what you're told, which is the same in many cases with religion and stuff. For example, a Pentecostal, which is a denomination of Christianity or Protestant denomination, believe that nobody besides them will get into heaven, which isn't the case if you've read the Bible. That's not how it goes. They're radical. That's just the way it is. And they try to oppose their views on other people. But they are told this from the time they are born till the time they die, that this is how it's supposed to be. Which is not true. Because, really, honestly, you was given a reason. You was given the ability to think and make rational decisions for yourself. So why would you listen to somebody feed you a bunch of bullcrap and it not be true? That's what I'm saying. The same goes with everything. Doesn't matter what it is. A teacher can tell you that 2 plus 2 equals chair, and if that's what you're always told, you know, you'll think it equals chair. But in all honesty, it equals 4. So, you know, people just need to learn to think for themselves and make their own decisions based on not only intelligence, but faith also. Like I said, this would be a pretty touchy subject to talk about, because not a lot of people's going to sit here and listen and be like, oh, you know, here's this Bible thumper telling me that I need to give my life to Christ. But that's not the way it is. You know, I'm not trying to impose my views on anyone. I'm just telling it how it is. Trying to educate, I guess. But people in general do not make their own decisions. They listen to what somebody has told them, and then they base the decisions off of that. And same goes for government. You know, they can tell you that whatever, and it's not necessarily true. They do what they want to do, and that's how things go wrong, is when you quit thinking for yourself. You know, so for instance, the Revolutionary War was based on people who wanted to think for themselves and do what they wanted to do and believe what they wanted to believe, and it gave birth to one of the greatest nations on earth, which is America, which is pretty much in a downward spiral right now. You know, a lot of people would speculate that it's because of our government, or that's the end of time, or that, you know, Obama's the Antichrist or something, which has been in a downward spiral for a long time. Probably about 15 years. It's been going down. More and more jobs are outsourced. We don't export anything to make money. Everything we do is imported. Then, of course, you got NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, which allow big companies to post up shop in underdeveloped countries. Which people might think, oh, that's, you know, great. You know, they're trying to help out, you know, another country. But that's not the case. It actually made things worse, because these people are working 15 hours a day for maybe 10 cents an hour. Which that's not the way it should be. They should be paid a fair wage all across the world. And then here in America, we have the gap between the rich and the poor. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And that's just the way it's been going for a long time. Whenever somebody can make $60 billion a year and pay like $5,000 in taxes, it's not the way it should be. There should be a cap, in my opinion, on how much money a person should be able to make. Personally, I don't think it should be more than a couple million. I think you can live a pretty decent life on a couple million a year. And then the money you have surplus, you have to give back to the government or something to help fund government jobs. For instance, my mom, she is an administrator of a prison, and she makes $45,000 a year. And she's in charge of 1,200 highly violent inmates. That's not right. She should make way more than that, given the circumstances. But that's just the way it is. You know, the people that actually do jobs that, you know, try and benefit other people don't make as much. I was a nurse, and I mean, the things I did probably weren't worth what I got paid, in all honesty, because, you know, I did a big service, which I can't anymore. I got hurt and got disabled, but you think about, what would this world be without these nurses, or these people that, you know, that give 12, 15 hours a day in these prisons trying to keep criminals locked up and away from, you know, our kids and family. And then you gotta think about it. There's certain jobs that just don't make what they should. Teachers are one. A teacher should be paid high amounts of money, in all honesty, because what they do, nobody else is doing. And if it wasn't for them, you know, we'd be dumber than what we already are. But, you know, it's like a measly 40 grand a year to teach our children, which it shouldn't be. You know, they have one of the toughest jobs in the world trying to educate people, and they don't get what they deserve, and they should be able to teach what they want to teach to help get our children ready for college and other things, but they're not allowed. They're all governed, which everything is governed. But the video is coming to an end, and I hope I didn't ramble on too much. If y'all have any questions or comments, just leave it in the comments below. I will try to answer all of them, or as many as I can. My next videos, you know, won't be as serious as this, but I just wanted to get this out there.